here we are again. It's been a while since I've seen you, to be honest. It's been a minute.
Been a cool minute.
How you been?
I've been good, dude. Just like right now, like right before, I kind of have like the shits right now, low key. But like right now, I don't feel it. But it
You
comes.
got food poison?
Yeah,
No
like
food
you
poison?
know how it comes and goes.
Yeah.
But it's because the like I'm like I don't know if you're
You
like
lactose
the
intolerant?
lactose intolerant shit.
I used to think that I used to be like that, but now that I grew up or whatever,
Yeah.
like it was just all in my head. So I felt like I just never was really lactose intolerant. Because you know how sometimes like when you eat like certain dairy and it makes you feel like you want to throw up.
Yeah.
That's how I would feel with some certain dairy.
Oh.
Obviously not milk,
Yeah.
not milk or like, cheese or anything, but just sometimes like any kind of like dairy that I felt like didn't belong in certain types of foods, that would make me kind of like sick. But then I grew up and then I just eat anything now, like coffee, for example. Coffee. I used to never really drink coffee, but then now like I'd be drinking it sometimes, like almost on Saturdays and on the weekends only.
Yeah, that shit tastes good. But like back then, the dairy stuff wouldn't affect me. But like it wasn't like until like later in my life, kind of recently, like whenever I eat like pizza or something, like sometimes it's not bad, but there's sometimes like right now like that should hit me like right away after because I ate a fucking a quesadilla de asada, and like almost like right afterwards, like 10 minutes later, I already felt that shit. Like, oh, bro, that shit hit me right away. But sometimes I don't feel nothing, so I don't know. My body's weird. Dude.
Yeah,
kind of fucked me
no,
up.
but I think it's like a come and go.
Yeah,
type of thing,
it's not like
to be
hella
honest.
bad, but like it just sometimes it just hits me.
But that's good. I'm glad that you've been good and
Yeah.
everything.
What about you though?
Well, I've been alright too. I've been cool. I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing my daily stuff. My daily routines. Going to the gym, just working and going to the gym.
Yeah.
I've been busy doing other things. Trying to focus on, kind of just trying to focus more on trying to be happier.
Yeah.
On what I want to do,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to find that and succeed in my goals that I have planned.
Yeah.
So I kind of just been trying to focus more,
Yeah.
like I already am focused, but I've been trying to focus a little more.
Yeah.
And besides that, just nothing much really has been going on, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just feel like, nowadays the days just feel the same.
That's how it feels on like
The days just feel the same. Nothing really changes.
like it's a daily routine to the point where you're just like
yeah, like sometimes like
the
we
same
want to
shit.
see. Sometimes we want to see and we want to expect something better. But then it's like, someone asks you, how was your day? Or how's it going? Same old shit.
it's the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
the same shit. I feel like it all depends on the person too. Like if you feel like it's the same old shit, then I feel like you should try to change it in a way. But I mean, it's because it just depends. It's hard too, bro. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
it sounds so easier like said than done.
it sounds
like,
easier to say it, but then when it's like at the moment
To do
you're
it,
doing it,
yeah.
like that's just like fuck. It's
Yeah.
tough.
But like I mean, I guess it's true though. Like if things are the same and if you don't like it like that, then obviously like it all does come down to you. Like yourself. Like like for you to make a change or in anything. It could be in any part of your life. But it comes down to you. But it's easier said than done. You can't just like you can say it, but to actually like feel like you're making a change in like in other areas, to make yourself happier and shit.
Yeah,
It's a little like it's a process. You can't just like overnight do that shit overnight.
yeah, that's true. But other than that, everything's been alright.
Yeah.
You ever like overthink about little ass shit that sometimes just comes across your head that's not even important?
Yeah, all the time, dude. I ever since I was younger, I would overthink about the most stupidest things, dude. Like, well, not even just stupid, it's just like dumb things that like I feel like my brain in general, it just like when anything that happens, like I overthink it,
Yeah,
because I feel like it's like a little problem. It's not like bad, but like I guess it's dumb if you think about it because you're thinking about something that hasn't happened yet. So you're over analyzing things that are not even there yet, and it's sometimes it's hard to control, because like you're trying to like be chill about it or be calm, but I mean your brain can't help it but to think about it.
So the other day, I just remembered this when we were younger,
Yeah.
and if you don't mind me bringing it up,
Go,
remember when you got sick at one point
Oh
when we were
yeah.
younger and you went into the hospital?
Yeah.
I wanted to question you about that because
Oh yeah.
I wanted to know how it made you feel afterwards, and looking back at it now at this age, how do you feel about it?
So like you
What was that? Was that like a big moment in your life where you're like, fuck, like I'm too young for this,
I don't know. It's weird, dude, because honestly, like looking back at it, like even during that time, like if I try to like bring myself back to that time, so like, well, the reason I got sick was because I got something fuck up on the pronunciation is fucking pneumonia. Yeah, pneumonia. Yeah, so I got that shit. So it pretty much it's like some shit with your lungs, and I guess that shit fucks you up, you know. And I went to hospital and like for like I was there for like a month, dude.
Yeah, you were there for a
like
while,
like
bro.
a month just in the hospital. But looking back at it, dude, like during that time, I honestly I didn't think I didn't even like I didn't question it. I didn't think like fuck like this shit sucks ass, dude. Because in that time I was just so sick to the point where like I wouldn't think nothing. I was just sick to the
point. And then well, obviously we were young too.
Yeah, I was young too. I was in fourth grade at that time.
But did you at any moment did you ever feel scared? Like were you scared?
Dude, I'll be honest. I didn't feel no fear or nothing. I don't know what it was, dude, honestly. At that time, I just know that I felt like shit, dude. I was like, fuck, like I was so weak. So I feel like I was so weak to the point that
you had COVID, bro.
Huh?
You had COVID at the time. You didn't even know.
Yeah, but I feel like I was so weak to a point where like I couldn't even like really like care to think about like, oh, how do I feel right now?
No, yeah.
I was just fucked up, you know. But looking back at it, like during that, it's because when I was younger, I would always get sick, dude. Like up until that point, and then like after that, dude, after that happened, I felt like I fixed my immune system because I rarely get sick now, dude. Like rarely. But I mean, it wasn't like, I mean, obviously that was like a kind of a serious situation because people die from that shit, dude. People actually die from it.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I have to question you. Like, were you ever scared? Because like, did you ever think that, damn, like at a young age, did you ever feel like so like pressured in a way and like panicked in a way? Not pressured, but like panicked in a way where like, damn, I'm too young for this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was too young to even think that, to be honest, because I don't remember even thinking those things. All I remember is just going through it and be like, fuck, like I feel, because I pretty much I was taking it day by day. I wasn't thinking about fuck, like I'm too young for this or nothing. I would just remember waking up like fuck, just taking that, just going through that day, you know, like, and that's all you could do at that point. And then I mean, looking back at it, I didn't feel like depressed or anything like that, to be honest. I don't know if that's weird or not. Like maybe some people, like if they get into that type of state, they get sad or something. But I don't know if it was because I was young, but I didn't feel nothing, to be honest.
So it didn't really like affect you in the long run to the point where like, damn, like, you know, because from what it sounds like, it sounds like you had kind of like no sort of feeling and emotion towards it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it was, honestly. Yeah, like I was kind of numb to it a little bit. Yeah. And that's all it was. I just remember because I was so sick that like I wouldn't even be able to eat nothing. Everything I would eat, I would throw it up and shit, you know. And then I would just fucking lay in the fucking bed all day. I couldn't even fucking move. Yeah. So that shit, I mean,
I can't imagine that, bro.
Yeah, I still remember those days, dude. Like I'll be sleeping in the middle of the night, and then they'll come out of nowhere like to withdraw blood, like while you're sleeping, you know. Because they would always be doing blood tests on me and shit. And like I'll be sleeping and I'll wake up to fucking the doctor fucking taking out blood from me and shit. Like what the fuck?
Would you wouldn't feel it until they were like poking you? Or,
yeah, and I wouldn't even hurt. I was just to the point where like fuck, like I was just fucking I was right there. But they'll fucking drug you up too, you know, all the time, fucking with morphine and shit.
Yeah,
I was getting hella drugged out at a young age.
Nah, it's just crazy because that's something I thought about the other day.
Yeah,
I'm like, I wanted to ask him this question. To kind of like see if you can express a little more about how you felt, but I mean, apparently it looks like
I don't know,
you didn't really feel nothing towards it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's weird or not. Like do you
no, I mean it's not weird. It's just like some people probably like knowing that they had pneumonia for a young age, it'll kind of stick through them, like kind of like growing up. Eventually you'll move on from it, but I feel like it would like kind of get you thinking like, damn, like what if I get it again? Or like what if it attacks me again, you know, or something. Yeah, so that's kind of my where I'm trying to get to too as well. You know, like,
I never thought about that, honestly, because after I got that, well, not right after, but like a couple of years later, I looked back at it and I was like, fuck, like I don't feel like it made me weaker. I was like, damn, like if I got through that shit, I think my body's stronger now. So instead of making me feel like, oh, what if I get it again, I felt like a low key giving me more of a like higher self esteem. Like damn, like my body been through that shit, so like other things it's gonna be tougher for me to get like brought down by other things, you know, if my body was able to recover from that shit. So I felt like instead of making me feel like worse or like scared, it gave me more confidence, if anything.
That's good, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like you should always just, I mean, at a young age you were strong, you know, and then you kind of just overcame it now, and then the way you say it, you know, you just like kind of fearless about it. So obviously you won't expect the unexpected. Yeah. That was unexpected.
Yeah, that was so unexpected, dude. Like that came out of nowhere. Like
very unexpected. I remember when it happened, I hung out with you like 2 days before it happened. I remember hanging out with you. I don't think it was 2 days before, but I'm pretty. Like but it was like recent, like days before, where I knew I was with you, and then like days later it happened.
Yeah,
and it was crazy because I'm like, damn, like I remember I wanted to go visit you. I wanted to go to your house. Yeah, and then my mom had noticed me about that, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was weird, dude. Like, cause I usually would get sick, but like I don't even know how you get that. Like, how do you get pneumonia? You know, like I just remember feeling like chest pains, you know. And I was like, what in my head, because I was a kid, I was like, oh, like my heart hurts or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then it eventually got to a point where like they have to take me to hospital because they're like, what the fuck was wrong with this fool?
Yeah.
And I guess it was that, you know. Oh, and then also like they did like I don't know how this works, but like they have to do like a hole right here, but I don't have a scar or nothing, because they have to do a hole to stick a tube inside, like I guess my lung, to suck out the liquid or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just remember feeling hella colder here because there was a hole, but I don't have no scar or nothing on that shit. So that's just fucking weird. I don't know how that shit works. Dude, fucking weird technology.
But it's just something that came across my mind. You know, just pretty interesting because I wanted to know your response to that. You know, how you may have overcame it. You know, but. Seems like you're strong. You're strong, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it gave me a good mindset too. Like even like for now, you know, cause I feel like a lot of people let stuff like that like defeat them, you know. Like they get defeated by that stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. Naturally, like I always try to have a like an optimistic mind, you know.
Yeah.
Cause it's the best thing to do. Like what's the point of being sad about something, you know? Yeah. At that point it happened, and now like you try to like be better from it or be stronger from it.
Kind of be grateful too that you're still here.
Yeah, that too, because I mean,
you never know, it could have gone worse.
Yeah, because people die from it, dude. Like even like people, a lot of like my mom, well, obviously like my parents were like, everyone was sad and shit, you know, because like that shit is serious, you know.
You're young, bro.
Yeah,
you're young.
And like you never expect that stuff, so and people die from it, so like obviously it gives me a lot of gratitude too that obviously I'm still here alive and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And even better that I rarely get sick. So that's kind of crazy from going to always being sick ever since I was born. And then after that, getting the most sick, like the most sickness I had in my life. And then after that, like it kind of just got, my body just got better from that.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So going back to like the overthinking topic when I had mentioned.
Yeah.
You ever like overthink, like how I had mentioned to you before, like earlier. The overthinking. You know, overthinking, do you think that's something that's a big part of your weakness?
Like a weakness of mine?
Yeah. Like, would you say it's like your very hardest weakness that you try to overcome almost all the time? Or like that you try to overcome to the point where like, I don't want to try to overthink anymore.
Oh, yeah. Like, okay, so I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but it is something that I always have to constantly try to overcome it, you know?
Yeah.
Because for me, like I'm always like, even for like dumb things, like if something happened, like even for something stupid, like let's say I left the house or I parked my car. I parked my car and then I'm ready to walk inside the store. I'm like, fuck, did I lock it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, and I keep thinking about like, like should I try to go back and check it? Yeah. And it's still like that, you know. But it just goes throughout my day, and then like I feel like it's not that it's a weakness, but it is something that like I always have to try to like relax about, you know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, for me it's a weakness.
Yeah,
that's something that I still try to like try not to worry about and try to relax myself and calm myself about it. I still try to overcome it, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't say like, I try to overcome every day, because I don't overthink every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's only like if I'm overthink something, like, and that's just hard, like it's either gonna be for at least 2 or 3 days. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, don't get me wrong, you know, I go to the gym, you know, and it helps me out.
Yeah, it does help you, yeah.
But then, like, you know how they call it that post gym depression type shit.
And then you get back,
and then you get back and you're like, fuck, I'm back to this same situation.
You're back to thinking about
how can I overcome that type of situation, to where I hit the gym and I feel better about myself, and then I come on, I'm like, fuck, post gym depression type shit, you
know? I've thought about that too.
To me, it's like, it's kind of it's my weakness, I'm not like, and
yeah,
you know, and one of the things that sucks too is that if and I hate it. It's like carrying on overthinkingness to like a relationship status, you know, or like even just being like single and independent.
Yeah.
Because bro, like right now, like I can be chilling and overthinking about shit and not talking about it, you know.
Yeah.
Like people don't like to sometimes express what they feel and what they think, you know, and what's getting to them. And that's how I am sometimes too. But I always like to talk to someone, you know. I always like to someone to try to hear me out and talk to someone that's gonna hear me out. You know? So I feel like overthinkingness is just like one of my hardest weaknesses that I still try to overcome. It may not be every day, but I try my best to do it often. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. Like I'm like that too, honestly. Like. Well, with bigger shit, like obviously, like it's like how you say it, like it will probably last like 2 days or 3 days or something. But that's what I noticed too. They're like I'm able to get my mind off of it by like going to the gym or something, you know, or even like maybe like even do something like distracting myself, like watching a movie or something, you know. My mind gets clear from it, but after you're done, and then once you give yourself that time to think again, then you're like, fuck, like back to this shit again. And it's something that I do like kind of not like struggle to overcome, but like. I have to obviously like always have to like work to overcome it, you know.
Yeah.
Because it always comes back. I don't know if that's everybody, but I mean, obviously, I mean you can relate to it as well.
Yeah. And it sucks, to be honest. It does. You know?
It does suck. Dude.
But it's always good to like, you know, have someone hear about it, you know.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like if I'm overthinking something and I talk to someone about it, I'm gonna feel relief right after, and then I won't even overthink it like. Or be the same way I was before I even express my feelings or express what I needed to say, you know, to someone.
Yeah.
So I'll always feel relieved after that talk, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it'll make me feel better, and then I can be calm for the rest of the day, or you know, shit like that. But I mean, we're still young, you know. We still got time to go, so I know I can eventually just progress and little by little and often, you know, hopefully to overcome that.
Yeah, but they're like for me, like you know how you say that you're able to like talk to somebody and like let it out. I don't know. For me, dude, I
can't do that.
I was been a way that like I keep it to myself. It's funny word. That's why.
Nah, but why is that though?
I don't know. I think it's just growing up, dude. Like just feeling like in a way that like you couldn't talk to nobody, you know, like okay.
You know what though? Sometimes I kind of feel bad for like people like that because like they say like, oh, like I'm fine. And knowing that when they go through shit, they keep it to themselves.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty much what you're saying.
That's literally how I am.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to say is like I wanted to say like I kind of feel bad for people like that because like they'll keep it to themselves and then they'll be like, oh, that's cool, you know, I'm fine, I'm good, you know, I'm good. Yeah, like they may be good, but still, bro, like it's also good to like kind of like hear them out, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, you're not gonna pressure that person to let out what they're feeling or what they're going through, you know. You can't just be like, dude, just tell me, you know, to tell me what you're going through, because then that's just gonna make it worse, you know.
Yeah, it's worse.
So I just feel like if a person like if they want to stick to being like that, that's fine. As long as they don't put too much pressure on themselves, you know.
Oh yeah.
Put too much overthought, you know.
Yeah, and it does cause pressure on yourself too. Like it's unavoidable. So it is good to talk to people, you know, if you ever have something to get off your chest, but. There's people like that, and I'm like that, dude. I don't know, just growing up, because I don't know. I just felt like telling like for example, I feel like it leads to like how you're raised, low key. Like if you ever had like a problem or something stupid, and then you like for example, how I was raised, like I'll tell my parents or somebody, and like they wouldn't really care about it, you know, like oh like just who cares, you know, and it makes you feel like fuck, like whenever I feel like it became a habit where saying like. For the little things that I would ask or like talk to, like express myself to somebody, they wouldn't really like take it in like how I expected it. So like, oh, instead of like someone rejecting what I'm telling them, I should keep it to myself instead.
Yeah,
I feel like it comes from that, you know. But like I don't hold in things that are bad like that though, you know. Like I don't feel like I have things that are like holding me down like that. But for little things, yeah, I kind of just keep it to myself. Cause in general, I feel like I just have to deal with it sometimes by myself, you know.
Yeah, I'm like that too though.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, you know, there'll be people that sometimes people will notice like, damn, you know, like you look down or whatever. Because I've gotten this before, you know.
Yeah.
I've gotten this type of shit before.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes I just like to like keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll be in public. Like my people who know me, like my friends and shit, my family, like my people who know me, they know how I am, you know.
Yeah.
And especially if you're like my close friends and stuff like that. If you're part of my close friends, like, you know. like the people I'm with, you know, I hang around with, I keep close and shit. Like they know how I am, you know.
Yeah.
They know I like to have fun. They know I like to express. They know I'm there for them. They know I like to talk. They know I like to go out. They know I like to play with them. You know, like just be active. You know.
Yeah.
They know I like to be there for them and shit like that. So they know how I am, even in public, and how I can be when I just need like. They may not know how I can be when I need space, but they may like know how to understand that, you know.
Yeah, like they're able to read it pretty much.
Yeah, they would be able to read it. So like for me, like whenever like I have something deep going down and I don't feel like saying shit or anything, well, I'm keeping it to myself, obviously, you know. And I'm not gonna talk to no one. Probably like, obviously, like I'll talk to people, but I won't talk about it, you know.
Yeah.
Like probably like within a couple of days, honestly. It just depends what it is, bro.
Yeah, it all depends on what the thing is that's like making you feel that way.
But then again, it's just always good to like let it out sometime, you know.
It is good, dude. Honestly, like if you're able to, like you should. Like if you have somebody to talk to, then you obviously I feel like you should like just express yourself, because holding it in obviously is not good, you know.
No, yeah.
But you have to let it out in some way, you know. People do that in different ways, and like you could do it in a good way, like talking to somebody, or even by going like to the gym too, you know. Like it's a way of like releasing any like tension. But then there's bad ways to do it too. People want to like smoke to get
get distracted.
To get distracted from it, you know. And that's obviously not good either. But
no, yeah.
Everybody has their own ways to
everybody has their own reasons and stuff.
Yeah, dude. And some things are deeper too. Like some people have some real trauma, you know. Like I can't say that I have actual trauma. It's for me to be like that deep about it either, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just mental stuff, dude. Like there's a lot of mental stuff, like overthinking. Like did you ever feel like any type of anxiety or anxiousness or not?
Anxious, I would say yes, but anxiety, not really.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like I have anxiety, but like sometimes I get anxious for no reason.
Yeah, like I get anxious about things. To be honest. Like,
I feel like it goes hand to hand with overthinking, low key.
It does, yeah.
Because it's kind of the same shit. Like you're just getting anxious over something that is like you don't even know.
It could be anything, you know. Yeah, like you're waiting for something, or you want to know something. You're like anxious. You're like, you know, you're like, fuck. Like I want to know. I want to know. I hope this and this and that's good. I hope this and this and that is like cool. Everything, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of anxious to like. You want to find out, like
you're pretty much over analyzing the future that's not even there yet. You know, like you just want to know already.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, you just want to fucking get it over. Pretty much, I feel like that's what it is. Cause I mean, it's the mental fucking battle with yourself. You know, it's like important to take care of your mental health. Cause
for sure, bro.
That shit is like.
Do you think like men's mental health is talked about a lot?
I don't know, dude. I feel like
because I've been seeing that, like sometimes I'll see it on TikTok. Like the one that hits is the Patty the Batty one, when he's in the octagon after he wins his UFC fight, I believe. One of his UFC fights. He talks and he's saying that he dedicated that fight to one of his friends that he lost due to suicide. And he was saying that there's a stigma in this world where not a lot of men can talk about it, or like not a lot of men can talk. And he's saying that is pretty much like not true, you know. Like men's mental health should be more aware and should be spoken more about and put out there, you know. At least that's how I think he said it, you know. Like in my opinion, I think that's what it kind of went towards.
He pretty much did say it like that, you know.
Like, you know, that like just shit like that.
It's because like men's like mental health, like they don't really think about it. Like, people don't even look at a guy and be like, oh, like he's sad. Yeah,
and then the reason why I brought it up is because like I'll be seeing TikToks about it sometimes, you know, and it kind of hit, you know, like it kind of hit different. Like,
it's true though,
you know,
because
like, I think about it like, fuck, like what if it is true, you know? Like men's mental healthness is not really like like it probably isn't really talked about, to be honest.
It isn't, because the things you do see more of is like women's, you know, like if we're like a woman's mental health awareness shit. That's the things that you do see, like in social media. I see it a lot, you know, like they're always posting shit like all, like just shit about that, you know. That's good, obviously, but I feel like it's just like a stereotype that like I guess a guy. I mean,
it's more supported to women.
Yeah, like as a guy, I guess you're supposed to be tough, you know, but at the same time, like, you know, you guys have emotions too and shit, you know.
Yeah, and it's 50-50, bro.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it kind of like on the women's is more supported a bit.
Yeah, it's supported way more than women's.
And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. It's cool, but I mean, then again, it's true because like, you know, like a man's mental health should be obviously like aware too, you know.
Yeah, also because I don't know if you know, but the men's suicide rate, like the men's have a higher suicide rate.
Yeah. I did see. I seen that on TikTok as well, bro.
So more and more men are you know, just committing that action over girls, you know. And I feel like it has to do a little bit with that they don't get enough of the awareness as the girls do, because they feel like, I feel like a lot of guys feel like they can't express themselves to anybody, so they like I said, they keep it to themselves. And that leads to like feeling like you have no other option. But with the woman, I feel like you're more encouraged to like speak to me, you know, talk to me about your emotions, because I feel like girls are more encouraged to look like, to be like vulnerable about themselves. But the guy, if you're vulnerable, some people look at you like, oh, like you're being a bitch, you know, like they look at you like that. But with the girl, you don't think she's being a bitch. You think, oh, like she's going through, you know, and she needs someone to talk to. But the guy,
they just have to be like, what the fuck, you know, like someone look at it differently.
Yeah, they'll be like, what the fuck, like, bro.
Yeah, you have a pretty good point there. Yeah, because I can see that, you know, happening. Like, fuck, like if you're actually trying to be serious, like at one point we're like, damn, you know, like you're trying to be serious about like a one-on-one conversation with the guy, you know, like with the friend or whatever, and maybe they don't give you like the best advice or the best talk, but at least they're listening to you, you know. And then who knows, you know, like possibly they'll being like end up being like one of your good friends, you know, especially if it's a random person. But I mean, would you like, if you knew obviously, like if you had like any friends like girls, you know, would you go to the girl first or to the guy?
That's kind of, that's like a weird way. That's a tricky one to answer,
because it's kind of interesting to think that the girl's probably gonna give you like a certain type of comfort than the guy is, you know. Like what if like you're gonna hear like pretty much like he said, you're gonna hear like different perspectives, you know.
Yeah, it's because the thing is, I feel like there's pros and cons to both of them.
Because you think about this, if you tell a guy like a homie, like a close friend or whatever, they're gonna hear you out and they're gonna be like, "Fuck," they're gonna be quiet, you know?
Yeah, because they're gonna be quiet with you.
There's never and a girl, I feel like a girl's gonna react to it different. She's gonna be silent, but she's gonna talk to you. Yeah, and she's gonna express like, "Hey, you know, like this and this and that." Yeah, you know, she's gonna talk to you. And as a guy, he's just gonna like just be quiet, you know. And to me, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you know, bro, I can deadass like sit with the homie, you know, with a close friend or anybody. If they need a shoulder to cry on, I'm gonna be there. You know? Even if it's like a girl too, like if you need help or anything, if you wanna just be there, if you want me to just be there to listen to you, it's fine. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, but it's just weird because like, well, it's not weird, but like a guy will give you like a different response from a girl, you know. Yeah. Like I feel like a girl obviously like naturally they're able to like understand you more, like more emotionally, because I feel like they're just better at like understanding their emotions, and they can actually like. Because you think about like
they're more sensitive too.
Yeah, because you think about like all girls, like their mother, well, like they're made to be mothers, right? So naturally they're gonna be able to care for like people better than a guy. But like I feel like a guy, they could help you in other ways though, because like, you know, you have those friends that will help you, not by being like so loving, but like kind of like giving you encouragement, like, oh, like bro, like it depends on the situation. It's hard to speak about it because we don't have like a scenario. But like if something like beat you down in life, or you're in a slump in life or something, and you have the guy friend to motivate you and to encourage you, like, oh, bro, like don't give up, bro, like, you know, keep going. And so like that, you know, that helps you too, you know. So it really depends on what it is.
Like positive mentality. Yeah. Positive mentality and positive vibes. Yeah. You know?
But it depends too. Like if it's like a relationship, then I feel like
that's different.
It's different. It's different. Know? But it depends what it is, you know, because there's different. There's so many things that you can need somebody to talk to for. That really depends. But at the same time, people say like, well, if it's a girl, it depends. Like, is that a girl that that you have interest in, or just like a friend?
Right now?
No, like I'm saying like in general. Like if it was like a girl that you would like, let's say, express it or like talk to.
Like, no. I get you, but it's just funny because, you know, it's crazy. Yeah. But it's crazy.
Would it be like a girl that?
Oh my god. All right. Oh damn.
Would it be like? Would it be a girl that?
No. I understand, but it's just, it kind of caught me off guard because, you know, I'm like, this motherfucker's reading my mind or something. Oh. Like damn. But you know, okay, so like in general, you're saying? Or
yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about yourself, but I mean, I'm not telling you. I was just thinking in general, but if you want.
No. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit too personal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't.
No, yeah. I mean, I would say it, but that's a little too personal.
Yeah, you don't have to share that.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
But you know, and then can you repeat it, please?
Like I'm saying, like,
because it's like, yeah,
like in general,
it just threw me off guard. I
get you.
I'm like, this motherfucker's reading my head or something. He's reading my mind.
Like I'm saying, like you know how you're saying, oh, like, is it better for you to like to not like, would you say like cry or like kind of like asking for help from a guy or from a girl? Is the girl gonna be like a girl that you're like interested in, like that you have some attraction towards, like you eventually want to be with, or it's just like a girl that you know like you know you have no intentions, like for sure, like without cap, you know, that you don't want
to like a girl that I think is like I have intentions with versus a girl that is just a friend.
Yeah.
I think it depends, and I feel like for me, I would go for a girl that's just a friend.
Yeah,
I would just go for a girl that's just a friend, because it's hard to say that, oh, I would go for a girl that have more intentions. Obviously, if I have intentions with that girl and I like her and shit, and we're talking, we're going through something, then obviously I'm gonna go to her. If I'm talking to a girl and we have something going on, you know, and this and that, obviously I'm gonna go to her. I'm not just gonna go to my other friend that's like my other girlfriend, you know, not girlfriend like that, but like, you know,
it's a girlfriend.
It's not, she's a girl and my friend,
it's a female friend.
a female friend, and in other words, you know, in other words, a female friend.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't go to that other person if I'm already attracted and have intentions towards someone. I'm gonna go to them first, you know.
It's because people say like there's weird mixed like feelings about that. Because some people think that like if you get too vulnerable and like show weakness to a girl that you actually like that, like obviously she's gonna help you and she'll be there for you, know. But I feel like people say that like they start to see you in a way like, damn, like he can't even like take care of like he can't keep his own head up. How is he gonna be that rock for me, you know, like to be there for me? Because like even without thinking about it subconsciously, I feel like they'll probably think like, oh, like he's going through, you know, and he's struggling on his own. How is he gonna be there to support me when I'm down if he can't keep himself up? So that's what I'm saying. You know, it gets a little weird, because if you actually want to be with them, and if that does happen where they feel that way about you, it kind of starts fucking shit up low key. But if it's a friend, then it doesn't matter, you know, because you're not trying to do nothing with her. You're just trying to have that like person to talk to. So whether or not they feel like, oh, if it's being a bitch or not, it doesn't matter, because you don't even want to like date her or nothing. But if it's with a girl that you do want to, and she ends up seeing you that way, then you end up looking weaker to her, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
Do you think that's what I was gonna say? You think that's wrong? Or do you think that's wrong
for them to see you that way?
Yeah.
Well, it's
or
like,
do you see it in a way of like they should just give it a chance?
I feel like it's not. It's hard to say if it's right or wrong, but it really depends. Okay, so it depends on what it is. If it's something like so like traumatic and tragic, like let's say like a family member died, I feel like you have all the right to cry to somebody, you know, because that's anybody will understand that. But if it's something that you're struggling with in life, that like, oh, like you're just having a tough time in life, and you're going to like a girl that you like to like not cry to, but just to like kind of show like, oh fuck, like yeah, like fuck this shit, you know, like, oh whatever. I feel like in that way it's not that as good to do, in my opinion. But if it's like something like serious, then I don't think no girl would ever feel like they're supposed to be a bitch, because that's actually serious, you know. But if it's something dumb, you're kind of like, oh, like I had a bad day at fucking work, you know, I'm fucking sad or upset about it, then I feel like there's like, what the
There's gonna be a different response.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, well, why are you getting sad over that? Stop being a bitch, you know, like, you know, it's just work.
Well, I mean, I don't think that'll be the response.
No, not like that.
No, yeah, but like it's just like sometimes like some may think like that.
I don't think nobody would think that exactly, but it's subconsciously you feel like, damn, like I thought like there's like something like a girl does and complains about her.
Yeah, because like, what if a guy like complains about something and then they'd be like, "Fuck, I'm sorry if I'm annoying about this," or like something like that.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah.
So it kind of depends on what it is, low key. But if it's something like tragic or something, you know, like your dog died and you had a really good connection, even that, I feel like that's acceptable in my opinion. Bro. But like little stupid shit that, because you get think about it, if it's something stupid that you're just being like dumb and you could just get over it within the next day, and you cry or vent to somebody, like to a girl that you like, or just you're like, bro, like something like it's not that deep, you know. So it really depends, but I mean, in a perfect world, I would say that girls shouldn't look at guys like that, you know. But I mean, they do. Some do, you know. So you just have to know who to talk to, pretty much.
And that's where guys be like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna just go to the gym."
Yeah.
And you know, toughen up or whatever.
Yeah. Or sometimes it's
but I feel like sometimes like there's guys out there that try not to cry in front of their friend when they try to vent out, you know, because then they're gonna think that they're pussies or like, you know. And that's why I want to say like it's okay to do that as a guy, you know, like if you're gonna cry out to a homie or to like anybody, you know, it's okay to do so, you know. Like you may think like you're hella tough, you know, and you're hella fucking, you know, big or whatever, and you're strong, you know, and this and that, but there's something that's in you that makes you want to let it out. Just fucking let it out.
Yeah, and honestly, I think crying to your guys is like something good. Honestly, like I don't feel like that's something to be ashamed about, in my opinion. Yeah. Because that like if I'm the person that like hearing like one of my like a homie like cry or something like that, or someone close to me like that's a guy, I wouldn't feel like, oh, like he's a bitch. I would be like understanding of it, because for a guy to show another guy a weakness like that, you know it's fucking real. You know it's something deep. Like because you don't just cry for no reason to another guy. So if that happens to another guy, I feel like guys naturally they'll feel like, damn, like this fool needs someone someone to be with them.
Have you ever had those nights where you cry?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I just have.
That's crazy because I can't imagine you crying.
Not like it's like rare. I'm not gonna say I live like every day or something.
It's not saying that I want to see you cry, but I just never seen you cry.
Oh nah,
that's fucking crazy. Like I feel like it's because I always thought that you were like not too emotional, to be honest.
Nah, honestly, I am like emotional. I'm good at.
Like I'd be sensitive sometimes.
I'm sensitive too, dude. But
I just honestly, not even sometimes. I'm sensitive.
Yeah,
I'm sensitive, and it could be like about. It just depends too, like certain things, you know.
Yeah. It
really just does depend, but I am sensitive, you know.
Yeah, I'm sensitive too, dude. Honestly, like whether it looks like it or not, but it's just like I don't show it, dude. Like I will never let any of that shit out unless I'm alone, you know. Like if I'm by myself, then that's when I was like, you start thinking about everything and you let it out, you know. You're like, fuck, bro. Yeah.
Like those moments, you know, I'll be in my room, fucking laying down. And I'm thinking about life, and that shit hits me, and I just fucking hella start crying. Yeah, that just happened to me before, bro.
Yeah, that shit happened to me too, dude. Like, and I don't feel like it's nothing bad, you know, because we're normal fool. Like, like life it's hard sometimes, you know. That shit hit that shit like that shit fucks with you, you know, and you have to let it out. But sometimes I don't know if you notice after you're like after you cry or whatever, you feel kind of better, don't you? Like, you do. Like you fucking let that shit out. You're like, damn, bro, like you feel like a little relieved, bit.
You feel relieved.
Even though the problem's not gone, but it's because all the fucking you're trying so hard not to cry, and once you do, you're like, fuck, all that fucking tension is just gone.
And then I'll tell myself like, I don't know why I just cried. Like I don't know why I just cried, you know. Like you get that feeling, like I'll get that feeling, like I don't know why I just cried, but I'm kind of glad I did.
I feel like it's just a lot of. It's not even one thing. I feel like it's a lot of built up different things that just led to it. Because sometimes me too, like there's not like one thing like just makes me cry. But like it's over time, just shit building on you, and then eventually one thing like fuck, like let the shit out. Yeah. And that shit like I don't know, dude. Like, but I keep it in, dude. Like, that's just how it is. Like, dude. Like even like with my dad, dude. Like, I've never seen him cry, dude. Probably like once in my whole life, and it's like I don't know, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not talking about your parents or your dad, but I'm trying to think if I ever seen. Yeah, I have to.
So, it's just something like I feel like guys naturally they just try to like keep it to themselves. I'm pretty sure everybody cries, but they don't. Some guys will not show it to anybody. They'll just keep it to themselves. I feel like it's good if you want to cry at night, dude. That's not fucking bad. Like let yourself fucking like fucking leave it at the bed, you know. And then once you wake up next morning, hopefully you feel better. Cause imagine like not letting it out and then waking up the next morning to go through your day. Imagine how long your day is gonna be. That's gonna fucking suck, dude.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Like, you know that you ever wake up and like, cause I've seen this TikTok too, where like it shows pictures of like meanings in them. Like there's pictures and shit, and every picture has a meaning behind it. And there's one where it shows a person waking up and it has a mask, 2 masks, one a happy face and one a sad face, and it's pretty much like choosing like which one are you gonna pick. Pretty much like saying like what type of person you're gonna be today. You know, it could be either that or what type of person you're gonna like let it be. You know,
it's like saying like, are you gonna tackle the day in a positive mood or an attitude, or are you gonna let something bring you down and be upset about it? Yeah, I feel like that I seen those, and I feel like it's true. Like, if you go into the day with the wrong mindset, you already fucked up your day.
You already did, yeah.
But if you're able to like say, oh, like, not obviously you're not in the position where you want to be, but still have that mindset that you're like, well, I'm gonna get this day done, you know, in a good mood. Yeah. And I feel like your day goes better like that. I feel like that's true. I seen those too. Like damn, that shit like that shit real right there.
They'll just be hitting different.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like there'll be people, bro. Like like for example, at a store, you go to a store, you're paying, and then the clerk, at the register, and then they're scanning your stuff, your groceries, and then they have an attitude.
Oh yeah.
And they're kind of like moody.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
You don't know what they're going through,
Yeah.
Like you don't know how they're feeling. Like fuck, like they probably hate their job,
Yeah.
And if they're hella mad, and they hate their job, well, like why don't they just quit? But I mean, they just can't quit because that's just probably what they have.
Yeah,
they need it.
Yeah, they need it. That's all they have right now.
But then again, like you don't need to be like that every day, though.
Yeah, I feel like, dude,
you should always just try to change for the better.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that I do kind of good with. Like there's some days where like fuck, like I don't know anything that could happen where it could just fuck up my day, but I try my best to just stay in a good mood, dude. Because if you let your mind take over, like overpower you, you're gonna ruin your day, and then you're gonna probably ruin someone else's day too.
Yeah.
Because the day attracts other people, dude. Like if you're having a bad like energy around you, and then you bring it like to other environments, people fucking get to fucking absorb whatever the fuck you're giving out.
Yeah.
And that should like, obviously you have those bad days, but I think you should do your best to like like just to have a good mindset about it, because the reality is, dude, like the life is hard, dude. Like you can't expect it to be all good,
That's just hella hard.
It's a struggle for most people. It's gonna be a struggle, and I feel like that's what makes it good. When you think about it, because imagine, would you be more how would you say, like, would you feel more proud of yourself for achieving your things you wanted easily, like for achieving the things you wanted but getting them handed to you, or for you knowing that you fucking struggled for years or whatever, that you were at the bottom and then you feel fucking depressed sometimes, but then knowing, oh, now I finally fucking made it, you feel more proud of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll look back at it and you're like, fuck, I remember those days where I was fucking struggling, where I didn't have I didn't have all the things I wanted, and then now I'm finally at the point where I'm getting these things.
Yeah, you just reminded me of something that I want to mention, but you can keep going.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah,
that's good. I feel like even though it sucks, struggling, like life is hard and shit, but I feel like that's what makes it good. Whether you think about it or not, like
I'd rather get shit handed to me. Nah, fuck no. Nah, fuck no, never.
Like sounds nice, but like
no, yeah, but you gotta work for your shit.
I feel like if you
gotta work hard for everything. Nothing's easy.
That's what makes it good, satisfying, dude. Like imagine
you gotta work hard for everything. You gotta work hard for what you want. If you wanna earn that, you gotta learn. And you gotta work hard for it. You gotta stay dedicated to it. You gotta have a strong mentality and a strong mindset. And it goes for anything.
Yeah, it goes for anything.
For what I want to do, what I have plans. What I have been planned, what I have in mind. To do for my future, to be happy. I feel like once I conquer what I want, once I conquer what I want and where I want to be, I feel like that will be my happiness. I feel like if I can get to where I just feel like I'm gonna be happy, stable, and see my family happy, I'm gonna be happy. Because right now my happiness is 50-50. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it really
that's
understandable.
It really is. Yeah. And sometimes we expect people to tell us like, oh, to do this, to do this and that, like don't let this go, this and that. But if you got different other plans, don't be afraid to just say fuck all that. I'm gonna focus on me and go for my shit that I want. Because at the end of the day, these people are gonna be happy, but are you gonna be happy?
Yeah,
they're gonna be happy for what they told you to do, to that for what they thought would be best for you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, are you gonna be happy doing that from what they told you to do? So you gotta be happy what you conquer and what you achieve. To me, I don't know what success is yet. To me, I don't know what being like fuck I made it. I don't know what I made it is yet. I feel like I made it is until I fucking work my ass off until I get there is when I made it. Obviously, my achievements and I made it is when I feel like when I see myself happy and my family happy. Because when, believe it or not, my close friends and us, we tell us we're gonna be successful. And I'm gonna say this right now, like. And in the video, I'm gonna say this right now. And I hope my close friends hear this shit. I want them to be successful. I want to see myself successful. I want to be there with them when they make it. I don't want to be that motherfucker that comes, like I don't know I don't know where and be like, oh hey bro, remember? No, fuck that. I want to be there when you make it. I would, and to make it even better is seeing them fucking make it, like leveling up,
the whole process,
the process. Exactly. For you, like for a perfect example, if I see you like leveling it up, and be like, fuck, he's making it.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah. We're good. You're happy. I'm happy. We're good. We're making it. So it's like,
it makes you happy seeing other people, your close people.
And sometimes the train's got to go. Yeah. You're not going to wait for those people.
Yeah.
You know, you can't depend on nobody. You can't depend on people to be like, fuck, I'm going to wait for this person. No, fuck no. The train keeps going, buddy. You got to get your ass going.
Yeah.
You know, to me, what I have in mind is if, you know, what I want and what I have in plan is I know I'm gonna have to hustle and grind for this shit, you know. I have to work hard for this.
Yeah.
And whether it's in the gym or whether it's in the gym and in my personal life, what I want to succeed, what I want to do and succeed is I gotta work hard.
Yeah.
I have to work hard. And especially in the gym, you know. If I want to hit these numbers and I want to do this and this and that, this shit helps me out mentally. Mentally.
Yeah.
If I'm in there locked in, what makes you think that I'm not gonna be locked in outside of the gym?
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be locked in. You know, whether I have my partner next to me, whether I'm independent.
Yeah,
I'm gonna still go.
Yeah,
you know. So, you know, it's always good to just have positive vibes around you. Yeah. You know, you gotta keep your circle small, because nowadays you don't know who the fuck is just gonna be in that circle and fucking backstab you.
Just like
you just never know.
Yeah, they're just fucking like.
You can't trust nobody, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've told you this before too. You know, we talked about it too off camera and everything.
Yeah.
Like we know what we want to do.
Oh yeah, dude.
And for me, one of the things I learned is I gotta be humble. Well, it's not that I gotta be humble. I am humble. Yeah. I've always been humble. You know, I've always been humble. But it's like I just gotta be, you know, more quiet. Because I'm not the type of person to speak out loud and be like, oh, yo, this and this and that. Yeah. I'm gonna do this and this and that. You know, like I've said like, oh, I've told myself, oh, I want to do this, you know, I want to go for this and that. I'm going to try and I'm going to do this and this and that. You know? But in reality, I just, you know, keep my mouth shut and just do it. You know,
work in silence.
You could talk about it, and you could say like, it's easy to say like, oh, I'm going to do this, or I can do that, you know, or I think I'm going to do this. It's not that I think I'm gonna, you know, and I have to. If I get into that path, I can't fucking stop now, you know?
Yeah, it's like giving yourself like pretty much saying like I'm like, you know, a lot of people say, oh, like you gotta have that backup, that plan B. Like there is no backup, there's only plan A, you know that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the mindset you should kind of have, you know, like kind of saying like, oh, like this is what I want to do, and then I'm gonna just keep doing it, you know, because I feel like if you're saying like if you're gonna give yourself like a plan B or backup, you already failed your plan A, because you're already expecting yourself to fail at it.
Yeah.
So I feel like you should go in the mindset saying that, oh, I'm gonna keep doing shit, and just working on it and progressing slowly, you know, because it's just hard, you know, like fucking whatever for anything that you want to pursue in life, it's hard and it's a process, dude. Yeah. And it's just a grind, dude. Like it's gonna be failures and fucking like letdowns, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking bad times in your life, but from what I've seen, dude,
you gotta remain strong.
You gotta get strong, be strong about it, dude. To keep pushing.
Yeah, and then it's like you're gonna get those thoughts too, where like, you know, because I've gotten them too, you know, you're going to get those feelings like, fuck, like, I think I'm going to just chill, you know, or like, fuck, should I even do this? Should I even keep going, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, once you make it, once you do it, you're going to feel 10 times better.
Yeah.
Trust me, you know?
You got to keep
like, you got to think about like people, like influencers, you know, like these YouTubers that we see that motivates us, you know? You know, fucking Bradley Martin.
Oh, yeah.
A big inspiration to me.
Yeah.
His story is amazing, you know?
Yeah.
For, you know, working out, powerlifting or bodybuilding, you know, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Arnold, Larry Wheels, you know, these guys right here are just like, not just from the gym side, but to me, I see them outside and in the gym. Like an inspiration to me is like hearing their stories, making sacrifices to be where they wanted to be can be in general. If I want to get to where I want to be outside of the gym, I got to take sacrifices and dedicate myself to that path.
Yeah, you got to do
it. You know,
dude.
I can't get distracted, you know?
And it'll be scary too. Like there's scary shit about it. Like,
yeah. And then it's even a sacrifice too, because it's like, fuck, like, you know, hey, let's go to the beach, or hey, let's go hang out. Like, fuck, I do, but I gotta, you know, work on my shit.
Yeah.
You know, I can't stop now, especially if you're going good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to not have your fun. There's always a place and time to have fun. Always. You got to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you have a fucking vision and a goal to you have to achieve.
You got to work on it.
You have to work on it.
Yeah, because that shit, especially if you're pursuing something that's not like sought after a lot, you know, like there's a lot of people that take that path where like not like shit, not like saying it's bad, you know, but like for example, going to college or something, you know,
yeah,
and getting a degree. it's a simple path, you know. Just take your classes, and eventually you're gonna graduate. You know, just pass your classes.
Yeah.
But when you're taking a road that's not a straight path, you gotta be fucking willing to just sacrifice and just fucking work on it. Even when you feel like shit's not going your way, the times that matter is that you keep fucking pushing forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're not gonna have a straight path. If your plans are to pursue something that's not normal, that people don't usually pursue, it's gonna be harder. Expect it to be harder, but expect the reward to be better too.
Exactly.
So I mean, it all depends. If you wanna be that person to be like, fuck, like I don't know if I want to do this. I'm gonna just do what I know that I can do. Have a structure to it, and I'm gonna get it in this time. You could do that, or you could say like, fuck, like, bro, you don't have one life. Like, what's the point of wasting it? Being safe about it. Be a little risky and pursue something that's probably it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be fucking full of failures. But once you get there, the reward is gonna be way better. You're gonna be so glad and thank yourself that you fucking took that risk. Dude.
Exactly.
Because fuck, like
and
I think
like,
about it, dude. Like,
yeah, and like one of the things I'm always keep with me, you know, forever and ever until my time's up, is, you know, I think I mentioned this before. Is that my dad always told me, he was like, whatever you do, you know, make sure you always do it good and that you're happy. You know, and that shit hits me all the time, because it's like it almost made me think to the point where like, fuck, like what's something that's gonna really like obviously make me happy, and what's gonna make me feel comfortable, and you know, seeing everybody, like my family, happy too, you know, including him. And it put some thought in. It's like, fuck, you know, he's right. You know, like once I find something and I'm locked in and I know what I want to achieve it, I gotta make sure I go for it. But I also want to like do something that's gonna make me happy. You know, obviously. So once I find that, well, yeah, once I find that, and once I figured it out, it's like, this is gonna make me happy. Now I have to go for it. Yeah. And I have to work hard for it. Yeah. And because at the end of the day, you can do anything and then still not be happy. Yeah. You can be 50-50. Oh, I'm happy this day. I'm happy this day. All this day. Like, fuck this shit. Yeah. Why'd I even do this? Yeah. You know? And people are proud of you, yeah. But I feel like anybody can be proud of you about anything. Yeah. Any fucking thing. I feel if you make a big accomplishment, people are gonna be proud of you and people are gonna congratulate you, which is very fine. You know. But when it's different when they expected to see a different path that they expected. Yeah. Then that's different. Yeah. You know. So you kind of understand what I'm coming from. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. And yeah, that's one of the things that is always gonna stick with me that my dad told me. And also another thing that he didn't mention was, you always gotta work. Never worry about the money. You never worry about, like, you always gotta work for your shit, pretty much, you know. You work and then the money will come. Yeah. Whether it's in business, whether it's, you know, entrepreneurship, whether it's in, you know, anything, you know, like, you focus, you grind, and then you see the big rewards later. Yeah. You know, don't put your too much focus on the money. Oh, like, this week I made this much money, you know, I made digits. Don't worry about that, bro. I feel like the more you worry about that shit, you're gonna spend it quickly. Yeah. You know, you're gonna get anxious. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, I'm saving up. This is good." You know.
You should be focused on the process. That's what it is, the work.
And then the money you gain, there's always expenses to it. You know. Yeah. You gotta spend it on something. And, you know, bills, rent, employees, whatever you know, if you're your own boss or something. Yeah. I'm just trying to say, I'm speaking in kind of that perspective, because I know I can be a future business owner. I know I can be that, you know? Yeah. And, you know, I trying to, you know, this and this and that, you know, fucking business owner, you know, entrepreneurship, you know. It's fine, bro. Who doesn't want to be a business owner, you know? Yeah. Who doesn't want to be their own boss, you know? Yeah. And I'm saying, because I'm tired of that shit, you know? Like, I'm tired of fucking, you know, just see some people, like, kind of, like, suffer a bit, you know? Yeah. And you just, as a future, like, if you want to be like a future business owner or something, you want to be able to help them in the best way you can. Oh, yeah. As them being your employee, you know, treating them good, you know, knowing how to talk to people, and just stuff like that, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's just it's the mindset.
Yeah, I think it's all in the mindset, dude. Because for a lot of people, that's how it is. They're like Like we're young right now. So the thing that's good right now that we're young, you know. So these fucking 20s, there's a time to fucking to grind and just fucking, you know, you're gonna fail obviously, but it's the time to fail. You to fail now and to fucking grind now and to get better at whatever you're doing. Because imagine not fucking taking that risk until you're later. Like let's say you waited until later because you wanted to play it safe. So now you're 40 now. Like now I want to take my risk. You're at a disadvantage now because now you're fucking 40 trying to take a risk when you probably have more responsibility now.
Could have taken the risk at 20.
Yeah, you're kind of taking in my opinion, the 20s is the time to be fucking risky and to fucking to grind and shit, you know, because that's when you can afford to, in my opinion, to afford to fucking to fail, and it's the best time to fail because you're young, because you don't want to be failing when you're fucking old already, when you could have been having those failures and learned from all of them already, and you're already in your 20s. So I think that right now we're set up in a good spot where if you put your head down and do the work and shit, and eventually you'll set yourself up pretty much, you know, to be in a good spot in the future. But I mean, obviously, it's not gonna be easy, you know. It's never gonna be easy, but it's the perfect time, in my opinion, to if you're gonna fucking, because there's things, you know, you're gonna do and you're gonna fail on, you're gonna be down about it.
Yeah.
But it's the time to be like fuck, like instead of looking back about it, me like sad about it. Try to learn from everything that you're fucking up on, pretty much.
Because to me, it's like if I fail something once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, that's just gonna make me want to get stronger, and it's gonna make me want to motivate. It's gonna motivate me even more to be better.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed this time. Well, sorry, I gotta get better.
Yeah.
You know.
You can hopefully learn something from it.
It's the I can be proud of myself, but I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know.
Yeah.
With anything, you know, like just in general, kind of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can be proud of myself for, you know, achieving a good position at work, or, you know, being this and this and that, you know, or anything, you know, just in general, like getting like a good reward off something. But I can be proud of myself, but I won't feel satisfied. You know, I won't feel satisfied. That just makes me want to work, like anything, like wherever it's like, oh, if I fail at this, or if I didn't do this good, I gotta be better. You know, I gotta be better. If I didn't, if I mistreated someone, or if I if I like talk back to someone in a bad way, or if I just came off rude to someone, I gotta be better. I gotta be a better person. I gotta be more mature enough to tell them, hey, I'm sorry, the next day, or there and then, you know. Like I gotta know how to I try to be a better person, like a lot often. I know I'm a good person. You know, I've got it. You know, I've got it before. Like, you know, you're a great person. You're a great man. You know, like, dude, like, I understand that being mean is fucked up. Yeah. Like, I understand that picking on someone is fucked up. You know, I understand that this and that is fucked up. Why am I gonna do shit like that to someone that I know is not gonna do it back to me? You know. Like, why bother someone's peace? Why bother someone's, you know, vibe and shit?
Yeah, there's no point in it, dude. There's like you don't get nothing from that shit.
Yeah. So, but still, even then, like, I know I'm a good person, you know, and, you know, this and that, you know. I mean, I don't know how you see me.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. But, I still try to be a good person as I grow up, you know, as I get older.
Yeah, because there's always those times where, like, obviously, like, we try our best to be good people, you know, and we are good people. But there's those times where, like, you do something, you're like, oh, like, I kind of fucked up low key. Like, like I made a mistake.
And the reason why I say this is because, like, there's been times where, like, I may have come off rude to someone, you know, to someone and shit, you know? And it's like, fuck, and I'll think about it, I'm like, fuck, that's not me, you know. I fucked up, that's not me. So that's one of the reasons why I say, like, I try to be a better person often, you know, as I get older. You know, I'm mature, obviously, you know, we know what's up, but we still got more to learn. We still got more to go, bro.
I feel like
more life, you know.
Yeah, I feel like your goal should be just to try to be better every day, you know, in any way possible. Try to be a better person, dude. Because if you're not if you're not trying to improve yourself every day in some way, whether it's your mindset, your physical, whatever the fuck it is, I feel like you're like at that point, it's not a good place to be, because then you're staying the same, you know. Yeah,
and then it's like if you're trying to be a better person too, and you're working on it, and someone tries to like distract you from it and ruin it, you know, fuck that. Don't let that shit happen to you. You know? Like if I'm trying to be a better person, like if you're trying to be a better person, I come to you like, bro, why you acting weird, you know? Like, you're acting different, you know? Like, I don't see that you're trying to be a better person. I don't see that you're acting different in a good way. So I'm like, bro, why you acting weird? Like, you're not acting weird. You're trying to be different. You're trying to be a better person. You're trying to act more mature. You're trying to act to be that good person, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like, you know, like if you ever get those type of shit, you know, like don't even like let that shit distract you.
Yeah,
you know?
this is like, well, obviously, like,
you can always be a better person, you know.
Yeah, there's always room for the improvement in a lot of places.
And that's just not gonna be a overnight thing.
Nah.
You know, it's gonna. It takes time to, you know, try to be like.
I feel like
try not to be the same person you were as always. You know.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lifelong thing. I feel like your whole life you're always gonna be like changing and trying to improve yourself. Yeah. Because in my opinion, there's never gonna be a point where you're like, oh, this is my peak. This is the best I get, financially and physically or mentally. I feel like there's never a goal. Like there's never a finish line. There's always gonna be okay. I'm here now. I'm still gonna try to improve 1% the next day. 1%. Then that's how it should be. Because there's no, in my opinion, there's no finish line in life. You gotta keep going, and eventually you're obviously in a better position. But you're never done at that position though. You always try to improve yourself no matter what.
Yeah. But it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we might have to finish it off here.
Yeah, I mean it was a good talk.
It was a good talk. Yeah. I mean, this may not have been a episode where we had like those types of topics, you know.
Yeah.
The most trending, but
it's more of
it was more of more personal. This was more of an episode where I was kind of expecting because I kind of wanted to like express like this type of talk, you know.
Yeah, because it's one of those like more not like deeper talks. Well, kind of is in a way, but like more of a like they actually have some type of meaning to it, you know. Yeah. You're trying to like, you know.
And then if you didn't understand, you know, like if you even you like if you didn't understand me and I understand you, it's fine. Yeah. If no one like understood us and we didn't make sense, we're sorry. We're truly sorry. But it's like
it made sense.
Yeah. No, yeah. And some points, yeah, I'm pretty sure we did make sense, you know. And if we may have like came off and we were like, what the fuck, like this doesn't make sense. Like it's fine, you know. Yeah. Like I understand, but then again, like it's kind of hard to like talk about it too. At the same time, like to kind of express it, because the words don't just come out like fuck. What I say. You know, I need to be perfect. Like no one's perfect. Yeah. You know, no one's perfect towards like an explanation
to
towards
express it. It's not like we don't have a fucking script to read off of. We're just straight off the dome, you know.
And then sometimes it's like I know I'm gonna say this, and then I get stuck. I'm like fuck. Yeah. So it's like damn, you know.
Happens to me too.
But yeah, we're gonna finish it off here. We're gonna end it off here. It's a good episode. It's more like a personal talk episode. You know, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. Little mental awareness type. Yeah. You know, but I
think it's good to talk about because a lot of people don't talk about their emotions and feelings a lot. So
yeah, and we'll try to do this a couple more often. Even when we have our future hosts, like our future guests. Yeah, pardon me, our future guests. So we'll try to have more episodes like this in the future. Yeah. But I mean, as we go, you know, we learn and it's a progress. You know,
we're trying to get better every time.
We're trying to get better. You know, and to the people who are subscribed and follow us, we appreciate you guys. It's all love. You know, even if it's just fucking a short amount of number, we don't really care. You know, this is just something we love doing and we like doing just for fun. It's a pretty good little hobby, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's a hobby, you know.
Just, you know, spare some time, you know, and talk about shit, you know. Yeah. But we appreciate you guys for the love and the support, you know. And I think that's it.